Hey guys, mail call. So today we're gonna do a mail call mystery unboxing video. I helped a friend of mine, Matt, at Get Ugly Fishing, work on his branding. In essence, I helped him do his logo, and his logo came out rad. Matt is a fellow Gen Xer like myself, and one of the things, we did a bunch of designs, but one of the things that stuck out to me was he kept mentioning Matchbox cars. And if you're a Gen Xer, in the 70s, Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels were like this. They were both awesome. It wasn't until the 80s that Hot Wheels took over. So as soon as someone says Matchbox cars, you're like Generation X. So yeah, we did a rad logo where we kept the vibe of the Matchbox car logo, and we gave it Matt's own look for his own brand. And as part of a thank you, he sent me a mystery box of goodies. We were talking about some culprit worm colors, and the next thing I know, he goes, I got you. So we're gonna see what's in here. I don't know what's in here. I'm assuming there's culprit stuff in here, but that's all I know. So we'll dig in, because one thing, we always have fun when our tackle warehouse orders come to our house. We're like, this is awesome, right? But you know what's in there. It's really cool when a fellow angler picks out some stuff for you and sends it to you, and you have no idea what's in there. So let's take a peek and see what is going on. So I wasn't far off on the culprit front, so I'm just going to grab the first package I see here. The culprit Incredi Swim, and it looks like a bluegill color. It's not. They call it smoking shad. So they give you two. This is interesting. So I've never seen this. This must be like a culprit website thing. Because I'm sort of familiar with culprit's offerings. So this is, they give you two different ways to rig the Incredi Swim. Interesting. Those are sizes I would have picked of hooks. So that's what it is. Never used the Incredi Swim, and I typically don't use these Kitech style swim baits, like the fat swing impact style. They have a real wide kick. So for me, these are sort of stained water, but Matt fishes in Ohio in really tough conditions, and I'm assuming not the clearest of water. So I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'm going to, without fail, just trust Matt's judgment on that, because Matt rarely gets skunked. It's almost a little bit annoying. All right, next up, I just see lots of delicious, juicy culprit stuff in here. All right, Fat Max. So, Matt's really into these. This is his go-to. The 7-inch Fat Max. He swears by it, and this is sort of like, it's funny. A lot of us, if we feel like we just need to catch a fish, for myself, there's two things where I'm like, I need a fish. A finesse wacky worm, sometimes a Senko, sometimes just a finesse worm, or a drop shot. I mean, those are the two things where I'm like, I need to catch a fish. For Matt, his is a 7-inch curltail worm, which is totally power fishing. So this is called Trophy Hunter, and I'm dying to see this color. Like, I gotta see this. So Trophy Hunter is, all right, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Now, I could be totally wrong. It's Junebug on the bottom half. Hope you can see that. And watermelon. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. It's really simple. I thought it was a lot of colors. Trophy Hunter this is a dope color that I've never seen from anyone before. So it is Junebug on the bottom, watermelon red flake on the top. So there is Trophy Hunter. I'm gonna say, I guess I pulled out the raddest color ever right out of the gate. Now, I don't know how Trophy Hunter works, but I'll tell you this. There are two confidence colors right there for me that I feel like I wouldn't even need to use other colors. I feel like this would cover like every worm fishing base for me. So that color is rad. So yeah, Culprit, Trophy Hunter. Let's get one more look at it in case you guys. Watermelon red flake on top, Junebug on the bottom. That is really cool looking. Good choice, Matt. That's a sick color. What is this? This looks delicious too. Oh, Culprits. Now this one is one I'm familiar with. Junebug Red. That's crucial. Culprit's Junebug is awesome, but their Junebug Red is even awesomer because it's basically just Junebug, you know, with that emerald flake, but they put red in it as well. And I think that is the most handsome Junebug on the market right there. Junebug red flake. Yeah, so basically I feel like all of my summer worming needs have already been covered with these two colors. It's like, so these are both the 7-inch Fat Max from Culprit. Another Fat Max. Blue Fleck Shad. Culprit's colors are sick. Totally underrated brand here. Let's take a look. All right, this is also the 7-inch Fat Max. Blue Fleck Shad. So, it is a purple pearl. Okay, I see what's going on here. So it is a red shad top half with blue fleck. So red shad, if you know what that is, it's, no, not red shad, I'm sorry, plum. It's like a plum. So it's not purple, it's not red. It's that color right in between purple and red. It's sort of translucent. It's like a really awesome color. So it's like a plum with blue fleck. And then the bottom is like a smoke pearl, let's not say smoke, pearl purple with blue fleck. So there's the pearl belly. I don't know if you could see the pearlescence, and then the top. So yeah, it's like a plum with blue fleck. So wow. All right, so these three, they're summer worming, all wrapped up. I'm done. I got, you know, maybe a green pumpkin would be awesome, but right there in the Fat Max, those cover everything for me. Those are like three of the sickest. Those are three of the sickest worm colors I've ever seen. I don't have any of the Fat Max. I've never used it. I just used the Berkeley Power Bait, but these colors annihilate. Holy crap. So this is the 7.5. And it's not a fat. It's just the 7.5 culprit worm. Kissamy Blue. This thing is sick looking. And I have to tell you, one of the biggest and most influential fish that I didn't catch as a youngster, I must have been, I'm gonna say 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. I can't remember, but I was fishing with this kid, Jeff. And I don't remember what I was using. I was probably using like a core shot. This is very early 80s. Green pumpkin, chartreuse core shot worm. And I don't even know who made it. Straight tail on a Texas rig. And he was fishing a blue curl tail worm like this, and he caught the biggest largemouth bass I'd ever seen from up till that point in person, up till that point until I was in my early 20s. So I have not fished a blue worm, I'm gonna say, ever. Now you would think I would have run out and got that color, but it just didn't work that way in the 80s. So I've never fished a blue worm. So I'm really excited about this. So Kissamy Blue, if I had to tell you what's going on here, it's a laminate, and I'm gonna call it a Junebug on top and a blue pearl. So it's Junebug on top, purple with emerald flakes, and then the bottom is like the most gorgeous blue pearl with emerald flakes. So emerald flakes on both sides, okay? But the top's like a little bit Junebug, and then the bottom's just like a blue pearl. So these colors are just, this is like almost like going back to my childhood, which is really kind of cool because his logo's kind of like a Matchbox car, and these are like totally freaking toy colors to me. Speaking of toys, this is the 7.5 inch, and the this is also the 7.5 inch curl tail, except the label got sort of greasy. So speaking of 1970s toys, in the 70s, my favorite toy was my, it was like a 8 or 10 inch tall Spider-Man Mego doll. And if you don't know what a Mego doll is, then go look it up. That was the action figure of the 70s. Spider-Man was my jam. I carried that Spider-Man doll everywhere with me. And I don't know what this color is. It is a blue. It's a smoke with blue fleck and then a smoke with red flake on the bottom. So another totally delicious worm color from Culprit. I mean, you just don't see stuff like this. So yeah, we're gonna call this color Spider-Man. What an awesome, delicious, juicy 70s throwback worm that is. So these are sick colors, and let's see what else we got in here. Another 7.5 inch culprit worm, and this is the Junebug Red. So again, it's just a thinner worm than the what do they call it? The Fat Max. These are just thinner and a little longer with a little curlier tail. just a little bit more of a finesse worm. I mean, for a curl tail. The Junebug Red from Culprit, totally like the sickest Junebug there is on the market. So if I have a favorite watermelon red flake, it's Yums. If I have a favorite Junebug, it's Culprits. So I might make an interesting video. Like what manufacturers make all the best of every color. And then here's an interesting one that you would never catch me buying. So this is one that Matt hand-picked for me. Black and white tail. And you should check out Matt's Instagram if you have any doubts about his fish catching abilities. And I believe he just started a YouTube channel and could probably use some followers. Black with white tail. So this wouldn't be a confidence color for me just because it's so odd. I would have called this thing like Panda if I was Culprit. But I can, you know, I'm just gonna trust Matt and I'm gonna go throw it on like, I'm gonna say a 3/0 straight shank hook with like the smallest weight that I have, like a 1/16 ounce tungsten worm weight. Maybe even a 2/0 straight shank, but yeah, I could see this being deadly in stained water. And then someone will tell me, you know what, like crystal clear water, that thing looks awesome. So a nice stash of Culprit stuff. All right, Matt also, these are some of the things he fishes a lot. So this is some kind of, this is a chatterbait that is a delicious green pumpkin and translucent blue. I don't know who makes it. So it might be someone under the Culprit umbrella. I can't tell you. Just by looking at it, you know, I'm pretty good at recognizing like a head shape or a blade shape and knowing who the manufacturer is. So I'm gonna have to ask Matt who made this really nice color chatterbait. It's a really great color. Pumpkin with green flake and then blue strands. So very interesting, you know, very bluegill color. And then, oh, he is on this like Oreo / Panda kick. This looks like the same exact manufacturer in a black and white. So now I really need to know, because this is like 2 colors of chatterbait that I don't own. And that's it. So that was awesome. I'm stoked to put these worms in the bag and get out there old school with, you know, because it's been, I gotta be honest, like I throw a Texas rigged curly tail worm only like a couple times a year. Apparently, he throws it like every time he gets near water, and he's on the water, I want to say like 5 to 6 days a week, if not 7. So maybe I should take something from another angler that's in, you know, similarly pressured waters with similar coloration in the water, and maybe get back on the old school, you know, curl tail worm train. So yeah, these Culprit colors, by the way, they are so interesting and juicy and unique because they are not, they're really not things that you see offered from a lot of the big manufacturers. I gotta say, it's so tough because I like everything in here, like these colors. I mean, the Junebug Red Flake is awesome, but this, I think, if I have two favorites, it's definitely this Kissamy Blue, just because it's a blue worm, and like I'm determined that like there's something magic about a blue worm. And this color, Trophy Hunter. Trophy Hunter is just, it's, you know, it's bilateral, which is everything that I like, and it is like an incredible Junebug and an incredible watermelon red flake. So that's awesome. So guys, thanks for checking the video out. You know, I'm gonna get I've got two or three more cool, unique videos lined up for you guys, and I'll be filming those soon, I hope. And in the meantime, get out there, find some quiet and solitude when you go fishing, and have an awesome rest of the week. And thanks for tuning in and checking out my videos. I like just sharing this stuff with you because, you know, there's a side of fishing where it's just something we do as an individual, to sort of connect with nature. It's not about us going out there and competing. It's just about, you know, spending some time alone with our thoughts and on the water. And then it just happens that, you know, an activity like that comes with a lot of really cool things, you know. So have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.